So often in the church, people complain about people in the media and issues that the media covers. But we at Telecare want to celebrate those who take their time to be an example to the rest of us in how they conduct themselves professionally and personally. And so about 4 years ago, we decided that we were going to honor special people. Tim Russett was an honoree, Coretta Scott King, Stephen King, Bishop McGann, Chuck Dolan. But this year we have an extraordinary guest, Jack and Barbara Nicklaus. They represent the best in golf and also the best in personal life. They're a great couple. Also Gerard Roche, who was labeled by Fortune magazine as the top headhunter in the world for the last 5 years. They're two extraordinary people that I know personally. They're examples not only in their professional life, but in their personal life.
It's very important to remember that these people have used their prestige, their success, their wealth, and their power, not just to help other people of power, but to help those who sleep in the dust. That is really an inspiration.
Jerry, first of all, tell me, what does it mean to be named a humanitarian and this award, the prestige and the honor that goes with it?
Well, first of all, it's not something to be facetious about or take lightly. First of all, it's an extraordinary honor, but you know, you've heard this cliche 100 times. I really feel I don't deserve it, but I also have a drop foot, and I don't deserve that either, so I'll take it. But I want to take it in honor of all the people that are working with this enterprise and this organization, this extraordinary people. So I am honored to have this honor. I wish I were worthy of it, and I'm going to try to be.
Tell me, what does it mean to be associated with Father Tom and to have an honor like this in your name?
Well, Barbara knows Father Tom and Mark Gilman a lot better than I do, but you know, it's really awfully nice to be involved, and particularly for what it means from a family standpoint and a lifestyle and what we've accomplished as a family, which is far more important than just any game of golf.
Tell me about your relationship with Father Tom.
Well, I think Father Tom and I became friends the minute we said hello. And so to be involved with something that he's involved with is a real privilege and an honor. And we respect him, admire him, as we do with Rabbi Gelman. So it's a treat to be with both of them.
What kind of a message does it send to be honored for something, you know, other than on-course recognition? You know, this is a humanitarian award.
Well, that's what, as I said a minute ago, it's a nice award because it means more than just playing a game of golf. It's, you know, it's a game of life, and it's a game that we did together. And we're very proud of our family and very proud of what we've accomplished from that standpoint. And you know, it's to be honored for that is very nice.
Tommy Awards, for those that you don't know, are presented to individuals who have achieved something very special in their professional career and also have a family life, faith-based and solid in both areas. Very difficult to do. And tonight, we've got the very best. Gerry Roche is the #1 recruiter in the world, I would say. He's probably placed more top 100 CEOs than anyone else. And I would have to say this to his credit, none of Gerry's CEOs have been indicted. And his beautiful wife Maria is here with us, and we could not, she is a very accomplished musician, a fabulous singer. We could not twist her arm yet to sing a song. So, Marie. And of course we have Jack and Barbara Nicklaus, and what can you say about Jack Nicklaus? Can't think of anything to say about Jack.
Best thing is Barbara Nicklaus.
Right. Jack is the standard by which all golfers in the world are measured. That is a true accomplishment. And as you'll see later, we have some good information on both these folks, and Jack will be the first one to tell you that his great career could have never happened without his beautiful wife, Barbara. Thank you.
We have chosen two families who are extraordinary families because in their own way they've changed their world. In a world of competition, Jack Nicklaus and Barbara Nicklaus have found time for family, for charity, and for payback to a sport that has been so good to them. And in a world where people measure themselves frequently by the capital that they are able to amass, we have a family that has said that faith and spirituality and peacefulness and the awareness of God is equally important. The Roche family has done that ever since we have known them. They remind us not so much of how great they are, but how simple they've become. And that the one above is God, and each of us become most ourselves when we fit in with the plans of God and not the plans of man.
You are really good. I'm funny, but I'm not good. Well,
You are funny and good.
no. What,
Was there enough time in between?
it was pretty, you delivered the line I wrote pretty well. No, what, this is just an immense joy and a great blessing for us all. It's just, first of all, for Jack and Barbara, their arrival here is fortuitous because this has been a terrific week for golf here on Long Island. The announcement by the USGA that the U.S. Open will return to the black course in 2009, and we're all very excited about that. It's also really important that you understand that we honor tonight Jack and Barbara, not just Jack. His honors are legend and his life a legend, but it is the truth of this night and of what Tom wanted to do in creating this award, that we would be able to convey the message that everything we do is a team. Everything we achieve nothing important alone. It's always as a team. And that in your case, the truth of every great duo is seen, that there is someone who's out in front as the star and someone who's sitting back, supporting the star. That's
I
the
gotta
truth.
drive him to the events.
Carrying the star's ego. But in this case, that isn't true, because it is a partnership in which Jack freely admits to all who know him that the star is Barbara, and the best decision he ever made was to ask her to marry him, and the best decision she ever made was to say, "I'll think about it." And the team of Jerry Marie is also equally powerful and important in our lives and to the lives of those of you who are here who know him. It is true that none of the CEOs have been indicted. That was a line I gave to Michael, and he took it from me. They haven't been indicted. Excuse me. None of the CEOs Jerry has ever placed have been convicted. I'm sorry, thank you. So we want to thank Jerry for honoring us by coming tonight. I also want to say that I'm very rarely nervous, but I'm nervous tonight. I know Jack and Barbara, and they've been so gracious. Barbara sponsored tournament for the fellowships of Christian athletes, jocks for Jesus, I call them, and I was always graciously invited as the token non-athlete, non-Christian, and the work that she has done is enormous. The work that the two of them are doing to create among their most recent work, the hospital that they're working on, and the work for children, and the work for communities. This is the best thing that I can say about both Jack and Barbara and Jerry and Marie. All the good things you have done will never be known. That is the best thing about both of you. So I want to thank Tommy, most of all, for being there for our community, for creating this night. I want to thank Mike Pascucci for being there as a strong supporter for all that we do. And I want to thank God.
It is our privilege to extend this Tommy Award to one of the most extraordinary people Mark and I have ever met, Gerard Roche.
I have to say that, seriously, this is one of the most important, impressive, proud moments and nights of my life. Surrounded by my friends, my darling wife Marie, my family, my friends from Sleepy Hollow, and all the friends who have honored me by coming here tonight. I am overwhelmed. And it absolutely is one of the most important, precious moments of my life. If there's a higher calling or a bigger job or a better cause, I don't know what it is. I'm humbled by this award. I don't deserve it. But I have a club foot and I don't deserve that either. So I'll take it. And I'll take it proudly. And I'll take it in honor of all of us and the millions more who have been moved and helped by the efforts of these great people. I take it with profound and unending thanks, as it was in the beginning, now, and ever shall be. Amen. Thank you.
Jack, Barbara, what more can be said? It's been said by everyone, the film, but it is an honor for me to stand here and present this to you. And there's a saying, you're never too old to learn. And Terry and I, 57 years now, we look to you and we learn every day. You're two of the greatest people in our lives. And it's an honor here to present this to both of you.
I'll take the flower. Well, thank you, Chappie. It was very nice, and thank you, Father Tom and Rabbi Mark. First of all, it's always a pleasure to be here, and I'm going to get down here very shortly. We're going to get the boss up here in a minute. But, you know, if a man has, you know, one or two friends in his lifetime, he's very fortunate. And tonight, I have two very, very close friends here. Two fellas, Dick Chapdelaine and Mike Pascucci, who have, through the last, I don't know how many years, have just been fantastic. Everything that we've been involved with, everything Barbara and I have done, they have supported. It's very humbling to be here tonight and be honored for this award. It's also very special and meaningful to Barbara and myself because we receive an award and honor that recognizes the way we've chosen to conduct our lives and raise our families. It means so much more to me than any other thing that I could do that I did on the golf course.
the choices we've made together. Our marriage is very much a partnership, and with that, I think I just sort of maybe ought to turn it over to the boss and let her talk. Everybody knows here that if you've ever heard her speak, that I ought to sit down. Anyway, I'd like my partner and my wife and my best friend just to say a few words first, and then I'm going to come back and say something else.
Thank you. Well, I think probably sports, family, and friendship, and not necessarily in that order, are probably the three ingredients as to why Jack and I are here tonight. Friendship is a precious gift, a treasure from above, and friendship is a special part of God's great gift of love. And Father Tom has had my admiration and respect and friendship from the minute we said hello. So it's such an honor and a privilege to be here for you. And then to receive an honor for our family is probably the most precious thing of all. And as Jack said, we couldn't have dearer friends than Dick and Terry Chapdelaine and Mike and Joe Pascucci, so thank you to you too. And of course, I couldn't let the evening go by without mentioning the other half of the God Squad, Rabbi Mark Gelman. And he too gained my respect and admiration and friendship from our first meeting. And the two of them gave me a wonderful insight into how religions can and should mesh. And they love their own religions, but they love other religions too, and I think we could all learn from them. And I hope I've been the wind beneath Jack's wings, because he's certainly been the wind beneath mine. I think it takes a team to make a family, and he's been my greatest teammate, so thank you. The thought for today, in yesterday's paper, I thought was kind of cute. It said, "Children are the true connoisseurs. What's precious to them has no price, only value." So I hope that Jack and I have led our lives that we can teach our children those kind of values. And also Father Tom was quoted as saying, "Even on our worst days, our blessings exceed our burdens." And with 5 wonderful children and 15 wonderful and brilliant grandchildren, seemingly happy and healthy, how could we ever have a burden or a bad day? So Father Tom, thank you so much for this special award. It's such an honor to be here, and we'll treasure the award, and we hope we'll make you proud that you've chosen us. So thank you very much. And thank you.
I think that, putting family before golf was actually the best thing that I ever did in life, because, my family gave me focus away from the golf course. It gave me balance in my life. And then when I came back to the golf course, I was able to actually focus better. It was something that, golf was something I never really took home with me. Golf was something I left at the golf course. I remember, Barbara and I have never been at home where she said, remember that 8-footer you missed at 15? First of all, she wouldn't know where 15 was, and she wouldn't know how long 8 feet was, but that doesn't make any difference. I remember I've come home lots of times, we've gone to the golf course, and she said, why do you have such a crooked backswing right now? And I said, what's a crooked backswing? She said, I don't know, it's just not what you normally do. That's about as far as our golf has ever been talked about. We've had a wonderful life together. I obviously hope we continue to do that. We've had a lot of fun, and Father Tom and Rabbi Mark, we thank you for having us here this evening. You were thanking us for coming. No, we thank you for all you do. And all you do for so many people. We feel very much a part of that, and we understand what happens there and the work that you all put in. We think it's fabulous. But anyway, thank you all for being here and being part of this. And Barbara, thank you. And Mike, thank you. Chappie, thank you. And thank you all for being here and being part of it. We thank you so much.